Poarch was born on February 8, 1997, which makes her 24 years old. She was born and brought up in the Philippines. Her childhood was not all roses and kisses. Bella's biological parents were Filipinos and they didn't really take care of her. She was abandoned by them. Bella was actually raised by her grandmother. She was with her grandma until the age of 3. They lived in the slums. They were very poor and were struggling to make ends meet. Bella remembers that her grandma was really sweet towards her. Bella lost her grandma recently in 2020. At the age of 3, Bella was adopted by a couple. So this was better for her in terms of the financial help she needed. However, otherwise the family was a misery. Bella's adoptive father was a white American and he worked with the military. Her adoptive mother was Filipino. They'd met in Saudi Arabia when her dad was stationed there and they got married. Other than Bella, there were other adopted kids for the couple. So Bella got 2 elder sisters and an older brother. At starting, it was all fine. They were like a normal family. Up until the age of 6, Bella was feeling good at the new home. However, by the time she was 7, everything started to change. As per Bella, she was abused verbally and physically by her dad. Her mother didn't involve in these things. It was definitely not a happy family for her anymore, and she struggled all through her childhood. Bella said that it all changed when her father left the army and bought this farm that he always wanted to. The family started living on this farm in the Philippines. Bella had to do so much physical work at the farm. They had chickens, cows, goat, dogs, cats, almost around 20 varieties of animals at the farm. The family didn't have any business doing all these. It's just that Bella's dad loved animals. So he bought the land, built a house there, and bought all these animals just to rear them. His income came from the military pension. Bella had a tiring schedule to fit in at her home. She had to wake up at 3 in the morning. She had to clean the farm, like for all these 20 variety animals. It would take her hours to do this. Before she could rush for her school at 6:30 a.m., Bella's told that if the work is not done properly, her dad would slap her or didn't give her breakfast. She'd gone to school many days without having food. Until she was elder enough, she didn't even understand that she was going through some kind of abuse. Bella remembers that it was she and her elder brother who used to get treated like this. The 2 elder sisters had a decent life. However, there were days when she was beaten up so bad that she couldn't attend school properly. Then she tried telling people at school about what's happening at her home. Bella tells that Filipino culture is such that nobody cares what happens at other person's lives. So no one really noticed or listened to her, and she could not communicate properly or ask for help. Even when she was going through all these, Bella didn't really understand the gravity of what's happening with her. For the most part, she thought whatever was happening at her home was normal. Apart from the family issues, Bella was going through something at her school as well. She was bullied at school. Bella's told that it was for her curly hair and her looks. Anyways, it was better to be at school than at home. Bella was not allowed to take part in any activities or talent shows. Still, she sneaked into many singing competitions. Once she had won 36 medals together, and she had to hide it all from her parents. Bella had started singing by the age of 7. However, she didn't know that she was good at it up until her brother told her she was really good. When she was 13 years old, her father had to go through a bypass surgery. It was not possible to be done in the Philippines, so he had to go to the States for his treatment. He was away for almost 3 months. That was a golden period for Bella and her older brother. Their schedules were relaxed and they were relieved. After 3 months of treatment, doctors suggested that her father stay in the U.S. and not go back to the Philippines. Since Bella and her brother were young among the siblings, they were also taken to the U.S. Her adoptive parents were legally bound to do so. The older sisters stayed back in the home at Philippines, so at first, Bella, her parents, and her brother moved to San Francisco. They stayed there for a couple months with an aunt. Bella did her high school there at Fresno. She graduated there at the age of 16, and then the family moved to Texas. From this point onwards, the father's physical abuse got reduced. However, there was still mental abuse going on. Once they were in Texas, Bella and her brother decided to join the Navy. It was in the Navy that Bella was noticed by others as abnormal. She was mostly quiet and had no social skills. She'd flinch at sudden movements, and there was fear in her eyes. so they put her in therapy. It was the first time Bella got to talk about her childhood and process her emotions. The therapy helped a lot, and she realized that her childhood was not at all normal. In fact, it was cruel and abusive. Bella's life turned around in the Navy days. She was recovering mentally, she made friends, and even started singing regularly. She was in the choir and everybody loved her singing. She felt happy for the first time in her life. After her graduation in Navy boot camp, Bella signed up for a 4-year service with the Navy. She did that full-time and enjoyed it. She was in the aviation ordnance where they took care of all the weapons which would go to the aircraft. Bella says that Navy life taught her a lot. In those 4 years, Bella started to have PTSD symptoms, post-traumatic stress disorder. She was suicidal, she was struggling to think properly, and was in acute depression. So after 4 years, the Navy recommended her not to extend her service and to take a break. Bella decided to leave the Navy and started living with her friend in Hawaii. For almost 1.5 years, she didn't do anything other than just taking rest. She slept through the days and played video games, and that's all. Then she found out about TikTok. That was a turning point. She started her TikTok account in January 2020. Her first video was a singing video, which she took down because it had like only 100 views. Then she put out a gameplay video. For many months, she was doing TikTok with her singing and gameplay videos. Among them, one of her lip-sync videos became viral in August 2020. It was the Sophie Aspen Send song by Millie. And that changed the game for her. Bella was anyways an amazing singer. So, when she got into the sudden fame, a lot of people discovered her talent. Her viral video is the most liked TikTok video ever. From then on, there was no looking back for Bella. Currently, she has 76.3 million followers on TikTok. She is a famous Filipino-American singer today. Bella released her first single recently named Build a Bitch. This song got 249 million views on YouTube. Bella told that now that she's become successful, her parents have been reaching out to her. They said sorry for what they'd done to her. Bella feels that it's so insensitive of them to cover it up all with one sorry. She lost her whole childhood, with adult issues rooting from there. She's not forgiven them, and she's not taking them back as her family. Bella also told that her father gave an explanation for whatever he did. He said that he had PTSD after quitting the army, which led him to do all those things. And of course, it's not justified. Bella doesn't know her biological parents. She's never met them or known anything about them. But she has told that she does not want to know. There's no question about Bella's amazing talent. But our credit goes to the little girl who came out like a flame from all those difficult years and found her success today. Kudos.